So after you're able to pick up the ball, usually I tell people to be able to pick it up 5 or 10 times before I'll teach them cradling, because all of these exercises are brand new to your wrist, and if your muscles aren't used to it, the tendons in your wrist are going to take up whatever your muscles can't pull, and it's going to start to hurt right away. If you feel a sharp pain, put the stick down for at least a week, 3 to 5 days, I would say a week, until that pain goes away, and work on building up the muscle, right? So that's going to be more about the pickup, is where you're going to have that. So you're going to want to be able to find the end of your stick. So a good exercise for that, to work on those muscles, is just to throw it up just a little bit. Throw it up just a little bit. And try to do that 5 or 10 times. Try to go higher. So after you got your wrist built up and the strength, you're going to want to try to cradle, right? So cradling is very important, because if people push you or tap your stick, it's really easy to knock the ball out. I barely put like 5 or 10 pounds on it. A stick is easily going to knock it out if you're just walking around running with this. But if you have a cradle, it's a lot harder to. I've actually knocked people's sticks out of their hands. I've seen other people do it, where some people will go at you, 5 or 6 people, I'll hit your stick, and if you're cradling correctly, or if you're cradling harder than they're hitting your stick, then you're going to get through them. So that's very important to be able to do. The best way I cradle, or the best method I see people cradling, and the one I like to use, it's got to go straight up and down. So once again, you got your palm facing up, the ball in the pocket is level to the ground, and you're going to want to be able to twist it. And you might want to try this a couple times so you can feel the whole motion. You want to be able to twist it so that ball is straight coming out of the pocket. But you want to give it enough force to lift it up, but you want to turn the pocket at the same time so it catches it. So it's like a lift, turn at the same time, and then slowly. Sometimes you might have to show people this, or you might have to hold their arm for them, and you'll get that. Like, if you do it really tight, it looks like you're kind of struggling, right? You want to go a little bit slower. You want to give it more range. You can go about this slow, and the ball will still stay in if you're doing it correctly. All you gotta do is turn at the same time. So this is me using my whole arm and my wrist. I can go all the way back, all the way down, almost full range of motion. But you want to start right here. So imagine something, or look and see something far in the distance, like a tree maybe, and focus on that. Watch the ball and try to have that ball go straight up and down that tree. You can go fast too, and the other ways to cradle, you can cradle down here. You can cradle up here. You can use 2 hands to cradle. That really feels comfortable, especially if you're working on your wrist strength, cradling with 2 hands, right? You can cradle in a circle like this. And then to cradle back and forth, you first have to start up. And then you can get used to doing all of them together.